Hi guys, so I've got two reviews for you today in this video, but sorry, I was just getting comfy. Oh dear God, there is a spider right there on my wall, and I keep looking at it, and it keeps looking at me, and I think it's going to jump on me, but I dare kill it in case like babies pop out of it or something. I swear to God, I hate spiders. One literally like touched me, and I just no. Do I need to kill it? Oh dear God. Right. Anyway, focus, Lucy. Carry on. Forget the spider. Right. So I've got two reviews for you today. One is The Reunion by Amy Silver. Now I've talked about this book quite a lot because I have been reading it, and it is superb. It was a little bit slow in places, but you know, if you just power through, it gets really good. Really, really good. I give it 4 stars out of 5. So, you know, I'm quite stingy with my stars. I am. Can't help it. I just am. I very rarely find a book that's like 5 stars. I can't justify giving that last star to any book. I don't know what it is. I'm so stingy with my stars. It's actually frightening. So anyway, this book is about 4 university friends, or college friends, whatever, who, for some reason or another, I know the reason, but I'm not going to tell you, they haven't spoken in years, but Jen changes that. Jen is one of the characters in the book, obviously, by a single invite to her house in a bid to sort of like forgive and forget the past and work for other issues. Now, that would have been all good and things would have been sorted, but there was a massive snowstorm and they was all trapped in the house. So they had to sort of like fix things, and it was time to come to terms with what happened and, you know, get all the bad feelings out. So yeah, that's basically the crux of the story. Basically, something major happened in these 4 people's lives, and it literally tore them apart. And Jen was trying to get them back, like friends again, and trying to fix the past. Sometimes you can't fix the past, but you'll have to read the book and find out if they do, because I ain't gonna tell you. Right, it was a slow start at first. Not gonna lie, I did think, but just power through, and you'll get to the good stuff. It's a really, really good book. I don't like DNFing books, so I try not to. I try my very best not to. I think last year I only DNF'd 2 books, and that was just because it was fucking shocking. But yeah, so this book starts in the present and quickly changes. It uses 3 time perspectives. Then like now, like what's happening now in the house as the reunion's going on. Then so the events leading up to the drastic thing that tore them apart, and then after the event. So there's them 3, and also the chapters are kind of split up, and well, obviously the chapters are split up. That was completely the wrong word. I like the way there's emails before the end of each chapter. At the beginning of each chapter, like there'll be like an email from one friend, and then, you know, like emails, letters and stuff like that, and then the chapter will begin. So I like that a lot. That spider's really sort of getting on my wick. Right, down to the characters. I liked them all in their own little way. I kind of warmed to them. But Jen's a strange one. I didn't like her, but I didn't dislike her either. Like, I understood where she was coming from. I understood her perspective, but I just wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't, what she did in that book, I wouldn't have done. Like, it wouldn't even occurred to me to do. Like, I wouldn't, if you don't speak to someone for 15 years, then there must be, like, a major reason why. I often think about people that I went to school with, and I think, oh, I wonder what she's doing now. But I wouldn't ring somebody and be like, oh, you're going to come to my house. Like, I wouldn't do it. There's obviously a reason why they're not friends anymore. I don't see why you'd have to drag up, if it was that major, why you'd drag it all up again. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand where she was coming from. Nat, I loved Nat. She was clearly haunted by the past and about the drastic event that happened. But she is still a very good person. She still wants to be a good wife, a good mother to her girls. And yeah, I just really, really liked her. So yeah, there's that. What else? What else was there that I liked? It was very gritty. It was gritty. There was lots of twists and turns, and normally I'm really, really good at kind of guessing these sort of things. Like, I'm not easy to fool in books. Like, I literally could tell you, like, you know, when it's leading up to something, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's happened. This has happened, and I'm always right. But this time I wasn't. It was. I was fuming, to be fair, that I wasn't right, but in a way I was happy, because that means that she was a good author and she had me thinking completely wrong. I was so far out that I might as well have not read the book, because my theories that I came up with were so outlandish and so ridiculous that, you know, it just wasn't even close to being that. So yeah. I really enjoyed it. It was very realistic. It had a very realistic portrayal of, like, breakdowns of friendships and how a life changes and how it can change like that. It was a really, really gritty read, and with its beautiful setting and amazing characters, it definitely is my number one book of the year. I know we're only in February, but it's my favourite book that I've read out of the two that I've read. That's not to say my first one that I read was not good, because it was. My second book that I wanted to talk to you about today was Donna Porter by... No, it wasn't. It was Life in Pieces by Donna Porter. Basically talking about her life in lockdown, it was really, really funny. Really, really funny. She's just so out there and honest and just hilarious. She'll be barely laughing and crying so much. And yeah, it's a good book. I recommend that as well. That actually did get 5 stars, because I've never read a book that made me laugh that way. It was fantastic, and I want to read other books now as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get going now, because I've been rattling on for nearly 10 minutes about shit. So I'm gonna go now and put my child to bed and, you know, do adult stuff, not sit in front of the camera and talk to it like it's a best friend and act crazy, because that's just scary and it's weird and people don't understand why I do it, but I enjoy it, so why not? Anyway, I will see you soon tomorrow, hopefully, for my top 5 embarrassing unread books. So that'll be interesting to see how people react to that. But yes, I will see you soon. Bye!